Hello and welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 17 of Christy's from Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. Happy St. Patrick's Day to any of you who are out there celebrating that today. And it is Wednesday, so of course that's the day that we join my dear friend Sarah from Sarah Scraps and her Laura's Sketches Reimagined. So today is another lovely, lovely sketch by Laura Whitaker, of course, and you're going to see that I stayed pretty close to the sketch this week. I think, was it last week that I sort of switched it up a little bit, but this week I stayed fairly close. And of course, I am using one of those page kits for Build-A-Page that I put together with you on the weekend. And I had these photos already chosen, and I had this sketch in mind. So if you recall, I did talk about this lovely background paper, and I was putting it together with this stripe. So I did. Now this on the other side, if you recall, was a cut apart sheet. So I tried to organize it so that I could keep, I really wanted to keep this one, books I've read, stay connected, because I have some project life type or everyday memory recording that I want to do with some of the messaging, my daily life. So I kept the ones that I wanted, but I did get this lovely piece used up here, as I said. I got my grid paper out because there is a little bit that I wanted to do here just to sort of break up that bold and dark color. I did use some of this lovely bright yellow. Now this, if you remember, I had in another page kit. And in fact, I think is it maybe the one you're going to see tomorrow? I think it might be the layout that you're going to see tomorrow. So this one is spanning a couple of layouts. And then I did cut a nice chunk off of this lovely paper. This was from the photo play. I cut a chunk off, and I'm going to use that in a Me, Myself, and I page that you're going to see on the weekend. So I'm quite happy with what I got done with this page kit. And I had taken out these Studio 40 die cuts, and I did use a few of those, so I'm quite happy about that. I had taken these two alphas out. They did not make the cut. And then I had my journaling, so I went into my stash and I got these out. So, got the photo play paper here and the lovely quarantine striped paper here, and I used a lovely chunk of that bright yellow because I just loved the pop that that gave behind my photos as the scalloped element. But then, so that not everything was very bold and colorful, I went in and I got some of the grid paper from the Nicole Jones 911 printables, and this is the Seasoned Spices. And the Seasoned Spices, there are two. There's sort of the navy or blue on golden yellow, and then the green, which is a nice foresty green on the golden yellow. So I used the green here and just fishtailed that to put that element in the back. Now I just changed my photos the teensiest bit in that they're the same size, they're arranged the same way, but because of the way my photos were oriented, I put the top photo on top as opposed to the other way around, because on this photo, I really wanted to bring into focus the runways because that's what it is all about. We were about to land on these lovely runways. And so I wanted to have that in focus. So I thought I would put this photo on the top. So that gave me, of course, the basic design, very true to the sketch. And then down here, I simply, the easiest thing to do was to bring in these two papers, of course, and to bring them down for that lovely little cluster down at the bottom. Now, in the sketch, the title is down here. I didn't go that route. I put my title up here because I felt as much as I wanted that lovely grid paper to bring in a little bit of lightness, to the page. I found it just a little bit stark if it was left as is, and I didn't really want to do a corner cluster. Every once in a while I do, but because I had these two clusters in mind already, I didn't really want to get a third cluster here because I'm almost counting this could be seen as a little bit of a cluster. So I just put my title, and as I said, I had taken out these two from my stash to put into the page kit, but in the end they didn't make the cut for a couple of reasons. I didn't have the letters in either to be able to put Insight or Refuel or anything like that. But then I also found that I wanted to bring in a little bit more of the brownie colors. So I went into my stash and I got these lovely copper glitter foam alphas that I got in one of my Secret Not Secret Kit Club kits a while back. And I put Insight here with an exclamation point, and then used a few of the die cuts here, Travel the World, and this note. So that also sort of ties in a little bit of the darker, the brown color. So I got that popped in here together with a sticker. Now this sticker is from the Quarantine Collection, the Simple Stories Quarantine Collection. And I have a feeling this is supposed to be a bit of a germ, the world in a germ, but it doesn't, to me, it doesn't look like that. And I figure the way I put it here, we are talking about traveling the world. So it looks like the world. And it's got that nice little red heart, and just wow, because this scene is just wow. And I took this photo from the airplane. I'm quite proud of myself. Back in the day, and it's funny because, you know, there were no phone cameras, no digital cameras. These were all film cameras, and I just had point and shoots, but I got some really, really fun photos. Now, I don't know, truth be told, this might have been my husband. I think he might have been a bit of a better photographer than me. I'm not sure. So maybe this was him. I don't really know whether it was him or me, but since it's only me here, I'm going to take credit for it. So I got that there, this with the wow, so that gives me that lovely little cluster, Travel the World. And then up here, the sort of larger cluster, and I added maybe a little bit more than in the sketch. I got a tag from the Nicole Jones 911, and this I use as Seasoned Spices. This lovely 2-inch viewfinder with the polka dots. Now, I've gone back, and I think if you saw my sharing for this month, I mentioned that I had bought the polka dot viewfinders, I think by mistake once, and then I printed them out, and I said, oh my God, I love those even more than just the regular ones. So I went back in and bought a few of the colors. So I have the yellow here. This was from Seasoned Spices, one of the little tabs, all arranged a little bit askew. And then I went in to the Studio 40 die cut pack here, and I got this little sort of map with a geotag, Best Trip, that was in there as well, and got that on there. And then in the end, because I put my title up here, I used this as a little bit of a journaling spot, and I think I might come back and put maybe a little heart here. Should I put a little heart? I think that could be fun. Let me see. Do I have anything close that I could use? I don't really see. I thought I might have a heart here somewhere. I don't. So I'm going to have to go back and find, but I think I'm going to come and just add a little bit of a heart here. So I used one of the journaling labels from Nicole Jones 911, a quick refueling stop before our last leg to Sydney, Australia. So there you go. There is my take on day 17. Please make sure you pop on down below and see everybody else who is playing along today. For sure, Sarah, of course, this is her series and it's a lovely one. And you all know that I do love Laura Whitaker sketches. So make sure you go and see her channel, Christie's and Crystal's and Kristen's, and so many, Ronnie, so many of my lovely friends are playing along every single day. So you will have tons of inspiration. And I will see you back here again tomorrow for another sketch and another Build a Page. See you then, my friends. Stay safe. Bye for now.